Hello, my fellow dwarves. Welcome back. Get your grudges ready, because we got a big one. It's going to be going out to Mr. Be'lakor here, the supposed shadow demon. But we're not scared. He is ambushing us. That does mean my artillery is probably going to get bushwhacked. However, I know someone else who's going to get bushwhacked if he lands on the ground. I've got a dragon slayer and a demon slayer who would love nothing more than to bury their axes into the spine and forehead of Be'lakor. Also, I've got these thunder barges, which, I mean, if they have a whole bunch of flying stuff, they could possibly shut me down. But the puppets of Misrule, their missiles are not going to be really great at taking out a thunder barge, and the thunder barge is going to cause tremendous damage to them. So I'm actually kind of looking forward to this. Also, longbeards are not easy to rout, so that should be interesting here as well. Let's fight this one. All right, folks, it's about to get going.
Just a killer. Stay behind me and watch me at work.
Enough of these fell magics.
Cut their hex-spitting tongues out. Damn the spellcasters.
All right, here comes the enemies. We can already see. I'm going to pause it just real quick. So actually, I'm going to go into slow motion. I'm going to take these artillery pieces. I'm going to dismount them, start running them this direction. I'm going to immediately start working some slayers back here. They're going to go for my missiles right off the bat with their chariots. That's a pretty good move on their part. My missiles are very vulnerable to chariots, and my own thunder barges are definitely softening up the enemies here, but they're also taking a beating. Be'lakor did about the dumbest thing imaginable and landed right on top of my slayers, so enjoy the fruits of your decisions here. And I'm going to also hit him with the Withering. He's going to get some good hits in here early, but he's going to get completely overwhelmed. He is surrounded, and this is just not gonna go good. I'm going to debuff him in many ways, and I'm going to just go after him here. All right, our Longbeards need to spread out a little before they get blobbed in. My hammers are going to need to take off and get this. We're going to get some of our troops routed here. Kind of stinks. Our artillery, yeah, I tried to save it, but it's not going to happen. All right, no big deal. All right, let's just start playing. I'm going to start flying these things around, and as you can see, the ambush going very poorly for Chaos right off the bat. They did not kill my missiles, which needed to be one of their primary objectives immediately. One of my missiles got routed, but it's going to come back from it as a Thunderer. I've still got my Troll Hammer gyros, and they can't do anything about my my thunder barges, and right now the thunder barges are just hovering right over the top of them, unleashing flaming death. I've got gyros that I can summon as well. Yeah, Be'lakor got absolutely hacked to bits over here. He's dead, and then we also got the other unit there, the what do you call it, the Manticore. Good grief. So we took a little bit of damage here. Dragon ogres, tough units. Our slayers took a bit of a beating. But Slayers they're built to take a beating. Let's hit Kolek with some spears. Kolek's coming in as reinforcements. I'm gonna spear him. We got one good spear in. I'm gonna put these gyros here and just summon them up and let them do some work. We managed to beat back the enemy. I'm gonna take these Slayers, see if I can keep him alive. I don't know whether we'll be able to. Our Slayers are getting pretty chewed up. Again, Slayers know what the price of victory is sometimes. I'm going to sling my leaders in. These Troll Hammer gyros are getting attacked right now by these Screamers. I'm going to pull back a little and get those Screamers off their back. That was a bit of a mistake there. I lost track of them. Oh man, someone just took a big old chunk. Garagrim, he got punched in the nose right there. That was probably Kolek. Hit him with what is this thing? It's the star something or other. I don't remember the name of his. I don't remember the name of his weapon. Oh, I'm trying to remember the name of it. I can't think of it right now. Anyway, he got routed. Kolek will probably be back. I say that. I don't think anybody's gonna be back. Like, our leadership was just way too strong. Garagrim is healing, by the way, too. So he's going to do quite well here. And so at this point, we've just got to deal with Village. Village shouldn't be too hard for us to kill. Some of our leaders are trapped back here with some Dragon Ogres. Garagrim is Village is going to probably come after Garagrim. No, he's going after my engineer instead.
That'll do.
I bear the spirit of Cathay.
Okay, we're gonna go after Village. I've got Ulrika free too. I'm gonna debuff Village. Let's bring some help over that way. All right, Village is routing now too.
Let's start shooting.
Well, that was not very difficult. We took some damage, but it wasn't terribly difficult to defeat them, and we can quickly rebuild this army. It's more frustrating than anything that they caught me in the ambush, but it's just not that big of a deal. And then they lost some of their lords there. I'd like to kill Village. He's probably not that fast. I think I can probably pursue him,
To the death, champion.
so I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna pursue him with Oldus and Garagrim, and we can catch up to him with Ulrika, but she's probably gonna have a hard time getting through that melee defense. He's got extremely high melee defense. We do have the Spears of Grungni ready. I'm gonna spread out my airships a little, and I'm gonna see if we can hit this guy with the Spear of Grungni. I'm gonna use a Melkoth's Miasma to slow him down for a second. I'm gonna push past him. We're kind of stuck, like the two entities are stuck on each other. All right, Ulrika is free. Let's bring, I've got one spear gonna be coming around. I'm gonna actually shoot him with Ulrika. It might cause more damage. No, it won't. Oh man, that spear got him. Got him real good. I've got another spear. I just need to get a good line of sight. I can't quite smoke bomb him.
Taking position.
I was trying to. No, I can't quite smoke bomb him. All right, I'm gonna get the other airship.
On point.
And let's do a Melkoth's Miasma to slow him down again. Ooh, boy, yeah, he took some shots there.
The fight.
All right, now let's bring Ulrika in. See if we can land a hit. The charge is kind of wonky sometimes on a large unit against like something that's routing, because they kind of just see how she kind of just shoves it and she doesn't actually connect on the charge. There she goes. She finally landed a hit. So we'll see whether or not we can finish off Village. I would imagine we can. I've got my engineer shooting, but he hit Ulrika instead. Nice shooting. Let's see. Yeah, there she landed another pretty good hit. She's not super powerful, but she got him. All right, there we go. All right, so Oldest survived that. We did lose a Slayer. We also lost a Flame Cannon and a Goblobber. The Flame Cannon, remember, that gets longer range now, so that's unfortunate that we lost that, but we can replace them pretty easily. Our Longbeards held up very well. Oldest and Garagrim did a fantastic job. Our Thunder Barges, obviously, it was just a shooting gallery. There was nothing they could do, and even our Trollhammer Torpedo, which I didn't do a very good job with, still did well. Ulrika had a good time there too. So yeah, that was, you don't want to ambush Thunder Barges unless you got a way to deal with. So it's like the don't pull the tiger's tail unless you have a way to deal with the teeth. I think that was the saying that they didn't quite understand there. Look at this, like a bunch of Sinch wing boats following me. Yeah, that's ridiculous. That's absolutely crazy. My own character, I'm kind of surprised he didn't get assassinated there, because they're all over these guys. I'm gonna put him in there. We're finally going to catch up, and then let's move this army. And I'm going to come this way. We've got Thorek Ironbrow ashore in the Southern Chaos Waste, and we have some armies to attack here. We're going to be attacking Grooks. And learn how to put a name on here, Death Dealer. And then we got Eglixis. Okay. I'm going to kill these guys just because of their names making me angry. So let's go in here and destroy them. All right. We're going to get this battle started right by blasting them with a cannon. I'm going to go ahead and target their lord here. He's up on a horse. And then I've got my Thunder Barge. I think I'm going to go ahead and give this guy a good old-fashioned spear. Oh, nope. No need for the Spear of Grungni. Let's just save that. I can see we're going to be rather effective without it. Our cannons are ludicrously powerful, which is exactly the right amount of powerful, I might add. Bye-bye. All right, so there we go. We got rid of their lord. And by the way, if they do get close, they're probably going to regret that, as they're going to be getting hit by 42 missile damage. Quarrelers. So that's going to be pretty gross too. And if by gross I mean fantastic. I'm very much looking forward to it. I don't think their pinks are going to be able to do too much damage to me. In fact, I'm going to wheel up these gyros right behind those pinks to get their attention. And I'm going to bring the Thunder Barge in here and let it start working on some of this expensive chosen infantry. There we go. That'll get the attention of those pinks. In fact, I'm going to fly over them and bomb them while we're here. Let's actually bring these guys over and bomb those chosen. There we go. Soften them up a little. And now I'm just going to let the Thunder Barge kind of do its thing across the line here. Some risk of shooting my own guys with the cannons. I'm going to go ahead and hit those Centigores, actually, because I don't want them getting around my flank. And that'll prevent them from hitting my own Thunder Barge here. So we're going to end up getting rid of most of their stuff. I am going to swing this way. They've got a Demon Prince here. I'm going to hit it with the Spear of Grungni. Give him a welcome to the battle. Give him a new face hole there. All right, let's take our Thunder Barge, and we're going to turn around and start flying back towards the edge. And I'm going to start shooting this Demon Prince. There we go. We hit the Centigores with a few cannon shots. They're right out at the edge of range. I'm going to go ahead and target the Demon. And I've got the Thunder Barge making a slow retreat. Good. He's going to get stuck fighting my summoned gyrocopter, which of course is pointless. That's why I left it out there to kind of get in his way. And now that those gyros are dead, I've got a clean line of sight to him. Oh, he's going to turn around and run back. That's actually a pretty smart decision. So since he's going to run back, I'm going to prepare another Spear of Grungni here. I'll move back to a safe firing position. They're going to let all the reinforcements come in. That's what they should do. I'm mostly concerned about anything fast moving that they take to my flanks. This army is not going to be fantastic at covering its flanks because I have so many quarrelers with great weapons. Now, what I can go ahead and do is try and peel back this line a little bit. This flank should be a little more secure over here, but for instance, I could still do this. I'll spread this line a little thinner, like that. Take my quarreler great weapons, pull them in, put a hammer back there to help protect. Keep my runesmith back here. Yeah, we'll kind of just tuck our formation in a little bit like that. And then I've got some trollhammer gyros out there, and I've got some standard trollhammers as well. So this should allow me a little bit more protective stance. I'm going to wait till his shields are down to spear him, because I don't want to let him get away with shielding some of that damage. What are they doing? Yeah, going all the way to my right's not really going to do you any good. They'll be in range here momentarily. In fact, they are with some of their units. Not the units I really want to be shooting, but I'm going to be happy to shoot whatever they've got at the moment. They are going to move some units around my flank, including a Centigore of Tzeentch. They are flying straight towards my Thunder Barge with their Demon Prince. So I'm actually going to cut across my formation, and I'm going to Thunder Burn for just a second so I can make this a little bit faster. I want to get out of the way of my own cannons. But understandably, Tzeentch wants to kill my Thunder Barge. All right, so I got to cross the formation. I've now got open shots on their lord, and we should start landing those shots. There we go. We're gonna need to get those. Awesome. I'm gonna turn around and Spear of Grungni. Ooh, man, we lit up those chariots with the Trollhammer gyros, which is good. These chariots can be very dangerous to my flank over here. Actually, come cut back this way, cut back this way. Okay, yeah, that unit's pretty much toast. Let's start picking up the next chariot unit. They've also got the, a Doom Knight. Yeah, that's problematic too. I'm gonna actually take these Iron Drakes. Oh man, he's gonna get melted by those Quarrelers. He does not have the armor to stand up to that. Wow, good riddance. Have a nice day, Zinchi boy. I'm gonna hit those Doom Knights. I am concerned about the Doom Knights. I'm also concerned about the chariots. Oof, we gave the Doom Knights a pretty good beating there. I'm gonna smoke bomb that. All right, the Doom Knights are going after the Thunder Barge. I'm gonna try and pin these guys down and make life a little bit more miserable for them. Let's pick some more targets. There's not really any super important targets headed towards me with my cannons. I'm just gonna hit these Zangors real quick. Those Screamers are actually gonna be a good target here in just a moment. Yep, I'm gonna take those Screamers. All right. We drove off many of the dangerous targets back here. They did get around me with the Centaur of Tzeentch. I'm not surprised. I'm out of position here. They're gonna charge right into my cannon. That was a really good choice by them and a really poor defense by me. I'm actually gonna save this. All right, we terrified the Centaurs, and our units aren't having much problem busting these guys up. Oh, no, come back here. Those guys weren't on a defensive stance. Mistakes were made. Mistakes were made. Okay, there we go. My cannons are still doing their thing. We shot down the incoming Screamers. There's gonna be more Screamers headed our way. Thunder Barge is doing Thunder Barge things. For some reason, they're taking a huge percentage of the army and like coming way out here on my flank. I don't really know what the idea of that is. I don't think it's gonna be particularly productive. The AI is struggling. I'm not really sure what they're on right now, but Warpstone or something. They're definitely on drugs. I'm just gonna let my Quarrelers with great weapons do their thing. They are absolutely cleaning up everything up front. And then, I mean, they can bring their Zangors and other units here. It's not gonna go particularly well. Yeah, they just don't have themselves positioned right. I'm gonna pull these gyros in here and save some ammo just in case. So like, for instance, that Screamer coming right down the middle. It's not quite finished off from our cannons yet. Let's finish the Screamer. I have no issue. My hammers are going to crush Zangors and most Tzeentch infantry for days outside of like Chosen. You know, or maybe like a very tough halberd unit or something like that. I'm gonna fly over here and start crushing these guys. This is weird. The AI kind of glitched out, I think. I'm gonna just turn a couple of these Quarrelers because I don't need all of them focused that direction. I'm gonna start melting anything coming from this flank. Let's keep our hammers back here. We don't want to open up our flank. Again, I have no idea what the AI is up to here. They're just letting me slaughter them. I think they got something confused them, and it's like they didn't know where they were at or what they were doing here. I'm actually gonna start moving out this direction with my Thunder Barge. I could go ahead and turn the cannons this direction too. Like I said, I don't know what the AI is doing here. They're glitched out, like just marching to the edges of the map. So something got them completely and utterly confused here. And once I kill enough of them, they're all just gonna chain route. That's kind of why I turned my cannons this direction so they could start unloading on these units over here. See, my leader can heal. That's partly why we get those heals too. There we go. This might get them turning and facing me, but my Thunder Barge shouldn't have any problem ripping up some of these troops down here. Look, they went all the way down here. They've got more chariots and everything. They could have given me some pretty serious trouble with this army if they would have controlled it halfway decently, but they sure didn't. Oh my gosh, man, we just took a dump all over these guys with those fiery bombs. That is insane. When you close the distance and get on top of people, the Thunder Barge is just near unstoppable because of those flaming bombs. Whenever they drop right on top of an enemy, you get a tremendous number of kills. That's amazing. I love those flame bombs. We're slowly killing these Furies that are on us. Turn back around here. Let's go down here and get these guys too. I'm gonna go ahead and maybe take a spear shot at those chariots. We got them. Good hit. Again, just kind of keep fast forwarding. Nothing's moving on the other side. Again, the AI is all glitched out, so this is going to be the Thunder Barge's time to shine here, because there's really nothing to stop it from just complete and utter destruction. Watch for it here when they drop those flame bombs that burn all over the enemy troops. I don't know how often they trigger, but boy, when they come down, yeah, right there, look at that. Just shoot up that Chaos Knight. The Thunder Barge with those bombs is back to the level of potency that it was pre-patch, I think, once it starts dropping those bombs on blobbed up units, and we're still very effective versus units like those chariots as well. So there we go, crushed all that stuff. Now I'm just gonna let the Thunder Barge have a good time here. I'm gonna fly back across the map, and we're gonna stick it to these guys on the other side while we're at it. And let's pad the stats a little bit here. We're up to 500 kills on the Thunder Barge, and I don't mind giving it a few more. We've got to make the enemy route. I could go ahead and turn my cannons that direction. I will. Let's turn them that direction. I have an engineer. Let's go ahead and stock up some ammo on them. There we go. I'm going to go ahead and bring one of these units over. I'll put Thorek back here. I don't think the AI is going to start moving, but we'll let my cannons have a little bit of fun here just because it's going to be a long time. So again, not sure what glitched the AI out here, but they got completely glitched out, so this is definitely a CA please type of battle. Thunder Barge just patiently making his way over here. What's funny is that there's a couple of Dawi down in the hold there, chugging some Bugmans and singing some tunes. There they are. You can kind of see them back inside the cabin. I know it's in fast forward, so probably a little harder, but they're just having a good old time singing the songs of the people that they destroyed here. I say people. Did Chaos really count as people? I mean, the Screamer of Tzeentch here. I'm not thrilled about that. It didn't attack my airship, though. What in the world? How stupid. Accuse the Screamers of being real smart. They're coming after me now, but the rest, yeah, there we go. We've crumbled the rest of them. All right, well, I would say we were more than successful there. That's going to be a heroic victory, so that's their welcome to the Chaos Waste party there. We laid waste. And we're up to 70,000 gold per turn in the treasury. Some people are probably screaming at me, make armies. Man, it's just going to make more for me to manage at this point. I feel like we're already pretty busy. Could I use some more armies? Yeah, probably. But, I mean, I think we're going to be all right at this point. I'm pretty sure that we have everybody massively outclassed in every way imaginable. There's our first settlement on the Southern Chaos Waste. So we took over Fate Weaver's Crevasse here. Is the crevasse his butt? Like, so if so, that's kind of gross. Like, it's not, I'm not sure that that's really the settlement name that I want to have here. Well, in fact, I'm going to give it a new name. We're giving this place a new name. Let's rename Fate Weaver's Crevasse to Bugman's South. Or Bugman's Brewery South, maybe? I don't know if it'll fit. Brewery, I don't even know how to spell brewery right. Let's just call it Bugman's South. So there we go. Now we're good. Wow, had a lot of messages there. Good gravy. All right, we've got some skill points here. These guys have leveled up enough to where I'm gonna just turn it over to the AI after this and let them take care of the upgrades. I mean, increased mobility is one of the last things that I would really be very worried about. The rest of this stuff is probably not super concerning to me. So like I said, I'll just let the AI take over that. Let's head over here. These characters, I still kind of care because there's specific stuff that I want. So I'm going to take care of theirs. Garagrim. Yeah, I definitely still care here too. And this one I'm going to turn over to the... Okay, that one's already been turned over to AI, but I'll go ahead and do that one. And then we want to do our own on Ulrika because we're still kind of unlocking all her stuff here. We got the Pendulum undone. Enfeebling Foe is a really good one. We should probably take care of that. There's special skills that she has here too. Blight of Skaven, which may come in handy. Yeah, she's a long way from Skaven. Actually, she's not that far from Skaven anymore because we've moved her across the waste. I'm going to turn this one to automatic. And let's get this one started. Let's get the Mentor. And I don't really care what they do at this point. I'm just going to start picking stuff here. And then we've got more. Stick this one on automatic. I don't think it matters too much at this point. We'll get Deadly Onslaught. And leave that there. And I'm going to go ahead and turn this one on too. This will hopefully make some of these a little quicker if we turn on the automatic. Because, like I said, once they get through a certain number of skill points, I'm not super worried about which ones the AI picks, because I have pretty much all I need. And we don't need to do anything else there. Let's see. Actually, I'm going to undo that. I want to do... Oh, hang on. Never mind. Yeah, now I'm going to redo that. That's good. Okay. What else we got? Stubborn Defiance. Replenish troops. Okay. So we got those skill points taken care of. Let's start finding more lords to move around. Makaisson is ready to give Rakdo Gorge a beating. He's right next door. So there we go. We have nearly wiped out the Druki of Nagarond. And our high elf allies are hard at work on the rest of them. I'm going to go ahead and move this Demon Slayer underground up to this point. And Thorgrim was doubling back to Glacier encampment. Now this is going to get the Druki. They no longer hold a position behind me. And we're not going to have to worry about that anymore. Let's occupy there. And let's see, Grombrindle. Grombrindle was busy beating down the ogres and the stinky poxmakers, so let's keep him busy. Already taken Flayed Rock. We need to go underground. Okay, there we go. We're going to be snatching up settlements at a pretty rapid pace here. This army, I'm going to go ahead and bounce underground towards Krakatan. And I'm going to take this army, head up to Scrap Towers, and then we'll head forward on the next one and keep pushing the ogres and the poxmakers back. So we've got these guys. They're just absolutely crumbling under our assault right now, which is good news for us. This army, I'm going to go ahead and... This is a little bit risky, but I'm going to take... I'm actually just going to stay close with this army and go into the global recruitment. We're going up against the rats. I know it's going to take a few turns, but we're going to be here for a few turns anyway. So I'm going to go ahead and start training up some of these Iron Breakers, like a good front line of Iron Breakers. We're going to need Slayers again. We lost all of our Slayers, I believe. We're going to need more Bugmans. Those are important. We lost most of our artillery. I don't want to stick around for 5 turns, or else I'd be glad to have the Thunder Barge. But it's kind of hard to use Thunder Barges against the Skaven. They are actually capable of countering your Thunder Barges, which makes that a somewhat problematic proposition. The Giant Slayers are going to take 3 turns, but a lot of the rest of my army is going to take 3 turns. So I'm just going to go ahead and stack some of those up. I mean, having 4 of those is definitely not going to hurt me. And we'll just kind of play it by ear for the rest of that, but 3 turns that army should be put back together. Veil of Titans is not a very strong defense point at the moment. We're not using any of this local recruitment, so I'm going to tear it down and try and build some defenses there, just in case the enemy comes after us. If I can get the defenses built first, then we'll be able to have more garrison to help that army stay alive. It's possible I get that army killed if we get attacked before we're finished recruiting. I think we're down to only 1 research thing left, and then we finished all the or no, we haven't finished all of them. There's 1 more here. So we got Thane's Authority. We are nearly out of things to research, though. So let's see. Oldest is going to need to replenish after that fight. So I'm going to get him in an encamp stance. He's also going to need to recruit troops, and I used up almost all of the global recruitment already, though. But we do have Oldest here to help protect. We can protect Oldest with Gorazin here. Let's take Oldest. He's in the encamp stance, and I'm going to push him forward here real close to the settlement. And then I'm going to bring this army in. Actually, there's multiple Skaven stacks here. Trash stack. the biggest, that one's actually got a ton of storm vermin. We're actually in a little bit of danger here because they can ambush us. And we can't risk the ambush here, so I'm actually gonna fall back. We're gonna take a little bit of damage with this army, which is very much not ideal. But I'm gonna fall back here and make sure that we can keep these two armies safe. I don't want to get overwhelmed by pushing forward a little too quickly. I don't think I have any good recruitment capability at these settlements back here, because most of them are either too small to do a lot of recruiting, or they're too new and we just haven't had a chance to build any of it. Yeah, it's gonna take a long time to build things back here too because of... So I'm gonna go ahead and start building some things, but like if I were gonna recruit a new army, this might be a good place to have it. I'm just trying to see, do I have anything fit for being kind of a recruitment center back here? And the answer is really no. No, we don't. We have pretty good global recruitment though, but it's just busy right now. So I will go ahead and spend some money here though, because that could very well become a front for us to recruit from soon. Just kind of shore up some of these positions as best I can. Some of that money, there we go. We actually could recruit right here at the Fortress of Vorag. It's not that far off, but it is a long ways off from the north there, which is where I'd really rather have capability. But let's build this up just in case. This could become handy. So I think that's a good idea to probably just keep this stuff at the ready here. All right. I've spent all my money. Ungram needs to finish off the Poxmaker's settlement here. Hopefully we wouldn't lose anything. Nope, we just get to occupy it. That means he's going to start replenishing. And then who else? Belagar finished off Sartosa. I now don't really have anything for Belagar to do unless we just went, you know, all the way south with them again, which I'm going to start sailing these armies south. I just can't imagine. I'm going to start moving Belagar back up towards Karak-Izor, where I can enter into the underway if needed and potentially reposition closer. This army is going, oh, we could use the dwarven underway to try and get closer to this fight up here. Because we have to go fight the Wood Elves up here. There we go. So we're headed that direction. You have some unassigned skill points here. Let's turn this one on to automatic, because this is a very late game one. Don't see any others, and I think we're ready to end a turn once we move this hero. I was trying to chase down this ogre agent. Here he is. We can't assassinate him because I don't have enough money. So I guess I'll just follow him for now. Maybe he'll stop and try and kill us, or fail to do so. I don't know what it is. Let's take care of the commandments. End our turn. All right, so we made it through another turn end. I forgot I'd already sent this one army headed north. Moving underground isn't going to do me any good. We're going to just have to hoof this one up here. I'm going to go ahead and start them moving that direction just in case I end up needing another army. Let's start taking care of our armies. So Malakai, I'm going to see if we can bounce underground and go over here. Take out Eldar Spire. Our Grudge army is going to hit Shock, whatever this place is, Shrock-Tak Mount. Wow, we didn't even take any damage there. Alright, the Druki are very near to extinction here. Maybe one or two settlements, and the High Elves pushed all the way through here. I think the High Elves are probably going after the Tomb Kings there too. I don't know that for sure. But we need to finish the Druki off. I'm going to actually move over here and then go underground. And then we need to get into that sea lane and head over to Cathay. So we will have basically fought our way to the west to end up in the east. Seems a little bit backwards, but, you know, it's just the way it's going to work here. Tear down those, build that, defense, defense. All right, Thorgrim's going to need to do the same thing. He's going to need to start trucking it down here to the sea. And we'll go find those sea lanes, and we're going to take a huge force over to Cathay and really give the Skaven a very unpleasant surprise. Very unpleasant. I'm going to save some of my money to use over here in the east, but this is really no longer a concern for us. Let's head over here and let's first start taking care of a few things. So right here is an easy capture for Alaric. The ogres, also very near to extinction. They have taken a mighty fall as soon as I decided to go to war with them. Okay. Ungram is mostly replenished. There is one more settlement back up here behind us that Ungram's going to need to go deal with. So I'm going to move him that direction. This army at least got some Bugmans, and in 2 turns they're going to be in better shape. And at Vale of Titans I can start building this defense. The Skaven have armies that could get to me within that 2 turns. But every turn brings me one step closer to that one being self-defensible there. Yeah, the Skaven are definitely moving towards us over here too, but the Valerie can be kind of our fallback point for now. The biggest thing I hate about the Skaven is that they can ambush us. And that would be bad. That would be bad. We are missing, it looks like 2 artillery units from this army and probably a Slayer. I'm just going to grab a standard Slayer for the sake of speed. I'm going to grab a single artillery unit. Cannon is going to be the quickest. I don't have 3 turns to wait on the organ guns, so I'll just go for some cannons. And I'm going to actually, no, because we'll take attrition. I'm going to move this army up here, leave them encamped, and then we'll kind of fend off the Skaven there. Blizzard Peak. Let's get these resources going and try and build up some of these settlements again. It'd be cool if I had a really good recruiting thing up here, which we just don't. Yeah, that one's a little far back. Get some artillery there, but I don't really have a whole lot of anything else. And it would take me longer to build it than it would be worth, you know, because I can, by the time that my global recruitment's done, like it's going to be worth me just doing that, essentially. Just going to put all of our money to work. Firemouth. Good, 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 good. Yeti Peak. Like I said, trying to put our money to work over here. I think Yeti Peak is at its max, so there's really no more point in having this building here, actually. So we're not going to need to replenish. We'll just replace it with something that would get us some income or something. Okay, let's take a look at our movements. We're going to take Grombrindle. I can't... Ooh, actually, I can reach... No, we can't quite reach that settlement. I'm going to bounce underground and hit Dreadrock. Start building up Shattered Stone Bay. Pig Barter. Ruins Inn. Fortress of Borag. What is going to be a fortress after all that? Okay, now let's keep doing our army movement. We've got a skill point here. Turn that to auto. Yeah, because I don't really care what it picks at this point.
What?
Turn that one to auto. Just gonna keep her there. All right, so who else? That one's already on auto, so presumably if I end my turn, it will assign it. Let's go to Garrison Lord, not move. So we can move from Scrap Towers. We can kill the Scrap Towers camp. And we're going to auto-resolve that one, because there's really nothing here to be concerned about. And then we're going to push forward to the Knobbly Gorge camp. I don't think we're going to be getting too far behind enemy lines here. Wipe these camps out. All right, so that army may get some resistance on this turn in, but we'll be all right. I just want to keep pushing the fight into the ogres.
of Valea.
I'm gonna go ahead and stick. No, I want to handle this one myself. Orgrim's favored. Like I said, that one will take care of itself. Let's flip this guy over. Mentor. Alright, that one will take care of itself. Honestly, don't really care too much on this guy either. I'm just going to do that. And then I'll go ahead and pick the one here with Miner's Instinct and let them take it from there. Alright, that one should take care of itself too. Okay, good. Alright, let's keep taking care of our moves. So Thorek. Attacked here. So that one runs all to my right for this province. So I'll start working my way east. And we're going to go underground to do it.
Quick about it.
All right, Bugsman South is off to a good start. Got another Lord not moved. That one's going to be Largs here. He is getting very close to that Wood Elf army.
Quickest way through is down.
Stop here for this turn. I don't have the money to assassinate anybody again here, unfortunately, but I'm just going to work my way south here. Commandments available. Let's empower the guilds. Power the guilds. We don't need the Bugmans or this here or that. And let's end us a turn. All right, so Grombrindle got the plague. I'm not really surprised. He's right in the middle of stupid Poxmaker territory. Balthasar died before we could save him. It's unfortunate, and I think Cathay is dead before we could save them too. I would have liked to, but we just didn't make it in time. I would have been happy to help them rebuild. The plague is, it's gonna hurt my battle healing cap? I don't know what it's, oh no, that's in battle healing caps. That's not a, I mean, it sucks, but it's not the worst thing ever. It's gonna slow our movement. We're not gonna take attrition from it, fortunately, but it will slow us down a little. But like I said, shouldn't really stop us from being successful here. We took over command of Dreadrock. I'm gonna tear down some of these buildings here because they don't really serve a lot of purpose. Now up to 75,000 gold per turn.
Onward.
I'm going to crush Shambletown Camp. And then we're gonna go hit Shambletown.
Summon me if you dare.
This ogre army's trying to get in behind me, but they're not gonna find success for very long. They're almost out of territory in the mountains of Morn. Shambletown's got the plague.
Onward.
I'm going to see if we can run that ogre army off by kind of coming over here and warding them off. And then we can take Ungrim.
Yes, for Slayer Cape.
And destroy the Poxmakers there. Take this last ogre settlement.
Yes, my oath.
I think that's the last ogre settlement here in the mountains of Morn. Could be wrong.
You ain't no tyrant.
Nice. Okay.
Onward.
Build that building. Build these up. Sweet. That Skaven army is on approach with this, and they are going to reach me before I'm able to finish. Their timing is going to be impeccable. Leave it to the AI. They can't see my settlement. They don't know that I'm about to finish this army, but it's like they do know.
Dishonored.
They're going to catch me at Vale of Titans. I really don't want them to, so I'm unfortunately...
Doom chaser.
All it gives me is like a few shambly infantry.
Seeker.
I just don't know if we can stop this Skaven army. We might be able to. Might. Guess I'll run the risk. Let's see, hold on. Grudge Settlers. I can get a Grudge Settler gyro here, or a flame cannon. That would help. Would help me the quickest. Training artillery. I really want the organ gun. It's going to be a better unit. Like, for instance, I could grab like one of these hammers. That would help me some. It'd be better to have shielded infantry. These gyros are really good at killing monsters. I didn't see a ton of monsters in that Skaven force, but just having the opportunity to fly might be useful to me. Let's recruit that. This is going to get tricky potentially over here. I really want to finish recruiting those units. I'm going to run the gambit here. I may end up regretting it. When the Skaven see me trying hard to get that, I mean, even though the AI wouldn't technically be able to see that, you know they can see it, because the AI knows, like, oh, they're going to have a bigger army, and like, so even if it wasn't in line of sight, they're going to know, and they're just going to kind of cheat their way through that. Alright, oldest needs one more unit as well. And presumably it would need to be an artillery unit, so I'm going to snag that flame cannon, and I'm going to go back into an encamp stance. And move up to the edge of our territory. Now again, the Skaven can ambush us here, which is not great, but I'm going to try and tempt them into an open battle. I don't know how that's going to go, because you're kind of just at the whims of luck when it comes to ambush. It is what it is. Oh man, we're about to get ready. I don't know exactly where that sea lane is. Somewhere. I was thinking it was somewhere out in Nagaron here. I think there's a sea lane somewhere over here. We're gonna have to get out and find it.
For my oath. Something over there. To doom, then. Follow it, you. Hey, up.
Okay, I'm gonna head over here. Gonna build up Rakdo Gorge a little bit. Awesome. Like I said, I don't really think I need to be doing a ton of stuff here, other than maybe just ensuring we don't have some kind of rebellion behind our lines. So if anything, I'll build these just for the sake of having it be somewhat rebellion-proof. We have so much money to spend on this stuff. Nice. Okay, got some money spent there. Go ahead and finish off just a little bit more here. All right, there we go. Thorak needs to move. He is within range of the Lost Palace. Lost no more.
Oaths repaid.
Nice. Okay, so we're gonna take over management here.
Fight for your own.
So Zinch is being
One of us will bow.
utterly wiped out right now. We're map wiping several factions.
Do
I'm going to...
if you say so, beardling.
I'm gonna like just kind of bounce ashore.
I hope
Get ashore.
casting the runes.
I don't think I can actually make it all the way into the settlement. We're gonna have to replenish. No. Alright, well, we'll be able to get started. See, Lord not move. So Largs here is now in range of the Wood Elves that we've been needing to kill. And I believe this is one of our objectives, is to take this army out. Oh my, treemen and dragons. Holy smokes. I believe that is 5 dragons, 6 and 14 treemen, presumably. This is going to be interesting. All right, folks, the battle is started. I'm going to actually shoot my spears at the dragons. I think they're the more important target here. Ooh, scored 1 good hit. 2nd good hit. All right, so we got one of the dragons hurt pretty badly. It looks like they're using their heals on it, so we're going to force them to use some of their magic. I'm going to push up and force the Wood Elves to attack me. Now, unfortunately, the dragons are going to be very potentially deadly. I attacked them, so they're probably hoping they can camp. But I think I can force their hand with the airships here, or the thunder barges. They might just be repositioning, though, and then immediately start following me as soon as they reposition. Be ready to turn around there. I'm gonna use these gyros for bait too. We've dug in our organ guns, so they're now sitting on pretty good range, 420 range, but I deployed quite a ways back so that I would be able to get more artillery fire. Okay, yep, they've taken the bait. The bait be taken. I'm gonna thunder burn for a minute. I don't really want to get beaten down by those dragons the entire way across the map. Thunderburner will hurt me some, but it will probably be better than being chomped to death by the dragons. That's just me presuming. Okay, let's see if we can keep their attention here with this summoned unit. They're very slowly moving. I think it's because the tree men are slow and they're kind of trying to move up in formation. They healed that dragon, which means they've wasted a decent bit of their magic. There we go. I'm trying to tick them off with the gyros and see if I can get them to chase me faster with the dragons, but they're not playing ball. However, I think we're very near. Yep, organ guns are going to open up. All right, so my gyros desummoned. There's the first volley of organ gun fire coming in. I need to get some runes and start sticking on my artillery. I know the homing stuff doesn't work very good, I don't think. I don't know, maybe it works good with the organ guns. I'm not really sure. But I think there's some other runes that will help our artillery, and we could start putting it on them. Oh yeah, there we go. The organ guns are definitely having pretty good effect. Dragons are splitting up and heading to my flanks. I'm not really thrilled about that. I'm trying to stay clear of... I'm trying to stay clear of my own artillery, so it maintains a clear line of sight. I'm going for their lord. It's very effective at the moment. Maybe not quite as good as cannons, but the organ guns are extremely effective against infantry and still pretty good against all this large targets because they're just easy to hit. We've probably forced them to use up most all of their magic. I'm gonna go ahead and harpoon the dragons again, or spear them. The reason being is because they can fly over the top of me and potentially get into my artillery. Okay, we did chase their lord off. He's still being shot. He's very nearly gone. I'm gonna go ahead and see if we can finish him. If we finish him, that would actually be good, because it'll help our morale. There we go. Let's pick the next weakest tree man and open fire. Here comes the Spear of Grungni. Ooh, solid hit. The other one must have missed. That's what it looks like. Yep, it missed. I'm gonna get these thunder barges set up to provide some support fire here. Actually, I think I'm gonna fly out here. All right, we took out another tree man. Let's kind of keep targeting these tree men. This one's getting weakened up. Let's go ahead and beat it. Man, these guys are effective against large targets. They are just actually quite effective against large targets. Big fan. Awesome, here we go. Let the games begin. I'm gonna pull one of these slayers back. I have a limited number of slayers here. I gotta keep a couple of them to guard the artillery against dragon attack. That one's doing some breath attacks. That's not great for me. If my slayers ever wanted a chance to slay, this is that chance. I don't remember where I put my engineer. Okay, he's over here. Oh my gosh. All right, things are getting crazy. Things are getting crazy. One of my slayers took a big beating early on there. Thunder barge, let's swing back around. Bring our leaders back around. This thunder barge is kind of just parked at point blank range here. Let's pull these organ guns back a little. All right, there we go. We chased off one of the dragons. Stay after this. Actually, go help these guys. Let's pull this Slayer unit back and try and preserve it, because it takes 3 turns to re-recruit them. That dragon is munching my engineer pretty hard at the moment. I'm not thrilled about that. Doing my best here, folks. There's only so many choppers that we can bring to bear in a given moment. All right. Looks like we're turning the tide here. We are indeed turning the tide. So this is going to be a successful engagement. Basically the war against the Ents. For any of you Lord of the Rings fans out there. Let's get some close-ups of this here at the last second. Oh yeah, looking good. Looking real nice. Blasting some tree men. Boy, these guys don't give up. They've got some tough as nails leadership, because they are still fighting this out despite the very rough condition that they're in. There they go. Wow. That was some tough company right there, folks. Some tough company indeed. All right, well, that's going to be a good place to end the episode. We finally got that action completed. I don't know if, yeah, it finished one of our objectives here. We've got this one now, which is fight 3 battles against the Wood Elves. And it looks like they're giving us a Wood Elf force there that we can go take on. We could also just fight those guys again. Are we gonna lose units? No, we are not, so let's just do that. I think the auto-resolve hates all their single entities more than it hates my units there, so then that counts as another battle against the Wood Elves, so destroyed that faction. And we finished that successfully. We just got, so we're very close to completing all the adventure, adventure battles, or whatever they call this. Yeah, the adventure battles. So we're well on the way there. Anyway, I'm signing out for now. I'll see you all soon.